Bonjour YouTube. On se retrouve aujourd'hui du coup pour regarder le live d'annonce de la 1.1, donc avec Blade et Kafka qui nous avaient été montrés sur l'image d'annonce. On est en live sur Twitch, n'hésitez pas à venir nous rejoindre, hein. On est très sympa, blablabli, blablabla. Et puis sur ce, on est parti. Allez, let's go. Montre-nous tout. Voilà.
I always knew you were a dark horse, Mr. Yang.
J'ai pas les... Ah là, j'ai pas les sous-titres. Ok, tant
For
pis.
yourself. Albert, if I had met you a few years ago, my creative career would have taken a more interesting turn.
I heard you had something new in the works. What's it about? Let me guess. The Adventures of the Nameless.
Well, it's early concept at the moment. The Express crew has given me a lot of food for thought. But still, when it comes to key plot points, I'm in need of some inspiration.
Ooh, inspiration. How about
this? We give you some ideas. After all, when it comes to scripts, we're seasoned professionals.
Security! Security! Security!
La voix de Kafka, elle est
The
incroyable.
rules of
Oh
this
là.
game are like reality. We all think we have infinite possibilities, but when you really analyze it, every question and answer is constrained by previous choices. Relax.
Waouh.
Time to say bye. Boom.
J'adore. C'est magnifique. Autour de Blade. C'est Blade, c'est ça, hein. Oh, Blade.
You think another name and face can blot out the sin of your past?
Il est incroyable.
Defend you. Release your full potential. The power you carry is the key to opening a way through to the ambrosial arbor.
Oh.
Has come in here triggered your memory.
Oh.
What's next is in your hands.
You, and you. All three of you are staying right here.
The karma of past lives changed the world of the present.
I wish for you to despair, suffer, crumble, turn on one another and destroy that which you love with your own hands.
Waouh, j'étais pas prêt. Waouh. Et du coup, premier code.
And whether or not your world has a day-night cycle. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. I'm your buddy Albert, and welcome to the version 1.2 Even Immortality Ends special program. Today, we have 3 special guests in the hot seats. Introducing...
Hey guys, I'm Cheryl Texera, and I voice Kafka.
Hey there, I'm Damon Mills, and I voice Blade.
Hi, folks.
Bah,
My name is
Damon
Corey
Mills,
Landis, and I
j'adore ton
voice
perso.
Welt.
Guys, it's great to have you with us. Man, that trailer was a roller coaster. Corey, your thoughts?
Whoa, me already? Okay. It looked like various factions were getting ready for battle. I think we're one move away from a serious showdown here.
Agreed. It was cool to see some new environments and enemies too. I better get my team
Même
in
sa
order.
voix en hors Blade, elle
You're
est
gonna need to,
géniale.
my friend. In version 1.2, the Xianzhou Lao Fu will face a
Ouais.
setback that threatens the fate of the whole alliance. The Trailblazer will need to pass through various delves and arrive at the location of the
Okay.
sealed ambrosial arbor, where a decisive battle with the one responsible for the Stellaron disaster awaits.
Not to mention, Don Hung finally gets reunited with the Astral Express crew.
Don Hung's journey has been longer than most could imagine.
Care to elaborate, Damon?
I didn't say anything.
Ah, come on, guys. Trying to get me fired here. Editors, cut that bit out.
Pardon, hein.
The
Mais la
story left
chouette,
off
oh
on
là
a
là.
bit of a cliffhanger last time.
Voilà,
It sure
quoi,
did.
hein.
Why did Jing Yuan deploy those forces? Who is he trying to catch?
And what about the Stellaron hunters? Where did they go after escaping?
Well, who says they went anywhere?
Cut that out too. I'm sure all these questions will be answered in the upcoming story. Now,
Ouais.
aside from Trailblaze mission updates, version 1.2 will see new characters coming to the war.
Mais par contre, du coup, dans le trailer,
First
ils
on
ont
the
pas
scene,
montré Lucas.
Blade.
Lucas, c'est Lucas, hein, je crois. Mais ces attaques,
I
elles sont
have a question for
magnifiques.
Damon. If, say, there were 5 people, would I be one of them?
I don't know.
Yeah, me neither.
Don't look at me. I don't know anything about anything.
Ouais.
Okay?
Mais du coup, je suis sûr que
I'm
Blade, il va
pretty sure
avoir
I'm
besoin
not
d'un
one of the
boss
5 people, but
qui
here is
est
the
dans une
fact
nouvelle
for
zone,
you.
et du coup, ça va être
Whenever
difficile
Blade
de le
gets
mettre niveau 80
scary,
direct.
it's the Mara flaring up.
Isn't he always scary?
He usually does what I tell him.
I should probably unpack that a little. Blade relies on Kafka's spirit whisper to suppress the Mara inside him.
Yeah, that's what I meant to say. You know, most of the time, Bladey's a nice, quiet boy.
Totally. He's not a strong communicator, that's for sure. I'm pretty sure half my recording sessions have focused on 2 sounds. Number 1, Number 2,
I can believe that.
Ouais. Logique.
Strange that a lone wolf like him would want to team up with the Stellaron hunters. Unless Kafka's spirit whispered him into it?
Kafka was more of a go-between. The real reason Blade joined was because
dites-moi
Elliot
qu'on va
promised
pouvoir
him
avoir
the
Blade
outcome he
dans le train.
desired.
Je veux trop avoir Blade dans le
Meaning
train.
vengeance? Look, a certain someone on the Express has been having nightmares about this guy.
Not just vengeance, a funeral.
Ok. Des
Is
funérailles,
on, to be
pourquoi pas,
precise.
écoute mon ref.
Through
Pourquoi
unexpected circumstances, Blade became immortal. His body recovers from the worst of sicknesses and the gravest of injuries,
Immortel.
even from death itself. Those
Let's go.
bandages aren't for show. For Blade, immortality isn't a blessing. It's a curse that follows him wherever he goes.
pas. Ouais. Logique.
Yikes. And I thought I had problems, huh? Well, let's leave something to the imagination here. I'm sure our Trailblazers will
Ouais.
find out more about Blade's backstory as things unfold. For now,
Ouais,
let's
Things
take a look
Unfold,
at what
Ini's
these
Quest,
people love on the
peut-être.
battlefield. Blade is a wind-type character following the path of destruction. By consuming his own HP, he's able to deal greater damage to enemies.
Ouais.
And I guess that's the risk you take when you're immortal. Huh?
Blade's skill consumes a set amount of his own HP and initiates Hellscape. While Hellscape is active, Blade deals greater damage, and his basic attack is enhanced from Shard Sword to Forest of Swords. While Shard Sword is a single target attack, Forest of Swords deals damage to multiple enemies.
I got a question. Can Blade still use his skill if his HP isn't enough to cover the set amount?
In that situation, when Blade uses his skill, his HP decreases to 1.
Ooh, that sounds a little dicey.
A bit. Well, there's a silver lining.
Oh,
When
là là.
Blade's HP decreases, his talent is triggered, granting him a charge. When charges are fully stacked, Blade unleashes a follow-up attack on all enemies and recovers a set amount of HP.
Ouais.
When Blade
lui,
unleashes
il-
his
il
ultimate,
faudrait, genre,
his
l'autre
HP
chaîne
is set to
platine.
50% of his max HP, and he deals massive damage to a single target and adjacent enemies.
HP for damage, huh? Interesting. No wonder he's so indifferent to being healed. Huh?
And the more HP Blade loses, the more damage his ultimate deals.
Yeah, it does. Blade's technique, Karma Wind, also consumes his HP and deals wind damage to all enemies after entering battle.
When it comes to taking damage, Blade should be more afraid of himself than his enemies.
This hurts me more than it hurts you.
New
Mais
ultimate on anyone?
Kafka, arrête avec cette voix.
We can't let Blade steal the show. It's time to talk about another Stellaron hunter.
Kafka, du coup.
His partner in crime, Kafka.
Vas-y. Oh, il y avait des bruits de genre comme les balles qui tombent par terre.
Kafka's a familiar face at this point in the story. She was the first person the Trailblazers set eyes on, and meaning Kafka must have been there for the Trailblazers' first words, the first step. No wonder so many players count her.
Okay. I don't think that's gonna get past the editors there, Albert.
Ok, je crois avoir capté ce qu'ils voulaient dire et qu'ils n'ont pas dit.
Since Kafka appeared on Herta Space Station, she's managed to implant the Trailblazer with the Stellaron, hijack the Express's signals, and draw the crew onto the Cienjo Lafu. It almost feels like she has the Trailblazer's destiny in the palm of her hand.
It's like Kafka said, when it comes to scripts, the Stellaron
T'as
hunters
Blade
are
et
seasoned
Silverwolf ici.
Well, that might be the
J'adore.
case, but
J'adore.
that's not to say the Trailblazers' choices aren't important. What's a script without a
C'est trop,
director?
c'est incroyable du coup son
Reach
splash
the
art.
end of the story in your own way.
I've got another question. Why did Kafka join the Stellaron Hunters?
Ooh. So, Kafka was born on Teriez 5, a planet that knows no fear. And literally, Kafka is unable to feel the emotion of fear, and therefore cannot comprehend the value of life.
Pourquoi
When
pas?
Elio promised to bring about a change for her, she signed up without a second thought.
Now, for someone who can't feel fear, she's pretty great at making others feel it.
This scares you more than it scares me.
You want me to use my spirit whisper on him, Albert?
Yes. No. I mean, let's move on to Kafka's combat, shall we?
Vas-y,
Yes, I thought you
montre-nous
never
ce que
asked. So
Kafka peut
Kafka
faire,
is
même
a
si on a déjà
lightning
pu la
type
tester.
character following the path of nihility, and she can deal additional damage over time to enemies. Her skill deals lightning damage to multiple targets. If an enemy is afflicted with DOT, they receive an additional bout of DOT damage.
That is to say, if an enemy is already afflicted with DOT, they receive additional damage both during their turn and after Kafka's attack.
That's right. Not to mention, additional damage doesn't replace existing DOT. I mean, did you think Kafka was gonna take it easy on him? Come on. And separately,
Non, en soi,
after an
Kafka,
ally uses a
de ce que
basic
j'ai
attack,
entendu,
Kafka will launch a follow-up
est-
attack. Kafka's ultimate, on
Elle
the
est
other
bien,
hand,
genre.
deals
Tu peux même
lightning
faire une team
damage
avec
to
Sampo
all
et
enemies,
tout.
with a chance of shocking targets, and immediately dealing additional damage to those already shocked.
Let's
Kafka's
go.
technique can attack all enemies within a set range and deals lightning damage to all enemies after
Ah bah
entering
tiens, il nous
battle.
montre Lucas
How
ici au moins.
elegant.
Well, she likes elegant things, and there's a certain elegance to combat.
Kafka's abilities are kind of terrifying. Her enemies are like flies trapped in a web, slowly taking damage until...
Boom.
Ooh, hey, that was pretty good.
Ah, ce boom là. C'est agréable.
From HP sacrificing maniacs and emotionless sociopaths to the coolest kid on the block. It's time to introduce our next character.
What? Hey, that is a little harsh. Also, since when did Welt become the coolest kid on the block?
Think again. I'm talking about the
Luca.
born and bred Bellabog hero, Luca.
Luca.
Oh, come on.
Ouais, vas-y, du coup. Putain, il flex. Mais lui, je sais pas s'il est physique ou feu. J'aurais tendance à dire physique.
So that's the guy on the light
Ouais,
cone.
physique.
He looks a little different on the light cone.
Ah, Wildfire, comme le nom du son de combat du boss Cocodien ou quoi?
He's a member of Wildfire and apprentice to Oleg.
Wait, doesn't the underworld have a fight club? I guess that must be where Luca spends his time.
Oh, you better believe it. In fact, he's the Fight Club champion, and not only that, he's
J'ai
also a
tellement
reliable
envie de voir
operations
genre
consultant for the moles.
dans les
So
bannières,
he's
j'ai
with
tellement
the
envie de voir
moles,
Blade
huh?
en
Does
deuxième
Luca know he's
partie.
a member?
Probably. The kids of the underworld look up to Luca in a big way. And the reason he fights is to set a good example of dedication and discipline. And speaking of fighting, let's take a look at him in action.
Montre-nous ce qu'il nous
Luca is a
fait.
physical type character following the path of nihility. After multiple attacks, he's able to launch an enhanced basic attack. His skill deals physical damage to a single target and has a chance of inflicting bleed.
During battle, Luca can obtain fighting will through a variety of attacks. When fighting will reaches a certain number of stacks, Luca's basic attack is enhanced.
His enhanced basic attack deals 4 hits of damage, with the final hit dealing additional damage to enemies currently inflicted with bleed.
J'adore.
Kids today, no respect.
When Luca unleashes his ultimate, in addition to dealing damage, he
J'aime
also
vraiment bien.
obtains fighting will, and there's a chance of increasing the target's damage received for a set number of turns.
Woo! And when your opponent's fist is the same size as your head, it's time to throw in the towel.
Yeah, well, it's the power of those punches that scares me. I mean, I'm sure having a robotic arm is also a big help, but I think Luca's strength lies in his love of the sport. Oh, and I almost forgot. When using his technique during exploration, Luca obtains fighting will after entering battle.
Jeez! Does this guy ever take a break? Well, it was great to start off the program with a character deep dive. Next up, it looks like we've got 2 brand new 5-star light cones coming to the warp in version 1.2. Let's start with the path of destruction.
Magnifique.
The unreachable side.
Le truc, c'est que là, vu comment il présente...
Question. The Paradise Blade mentions in his ultimate line, is that where he's standing right there?
Le truc, c'est que vu comment ils annoncent Blade avant Kafka, je sens que Blade arrive en première partie.
Speak for yourself. Here's a fun fact. Each of those swords had an owner, and Blade was the last one to see them alive.
Oh, whoa! So he killed them for their swords. Only a brutal, calculated, jealous mind could do something like that.
Stop! The maniac and sociopath segment is over.
Et du coup, celui de Kafka, là...
onto a 5-star path of nihility light cone. Patience is all you need. Here, we see, our resident sociopath again.
Okay, well, looks like Kafka's waiting for the main course to arrive there.
Bah oui, elle est waiting. Le nom, c'est quand même patience est tout ce dont on a besoin.
What are you looking at me for? Come on, nobody eats out.
Il me saoule là,
first phase of version 1.2 in the character war, a lost soul. Trailblazers can obtain
Alors,
limited 5-star
ça j'aime bien la Natasha là. La Natasha, je l'aime bien.
The drop rate of the 5-star light cone, the unreachable side, will be boosted. And during the second phase of version 1.2 in the character war, Nessun Dorma, Trailblazers can obtain the limited 5-star character Kafka and 4-star character Luca.
La bannière de Kafka me fait chier parce que je veux Luca et des eidolons de Sampo et je vais pas pouvoir parce que je vais save pour Diane Dragon.
And that's a wrap on banners. I need to lie down. Don't go anywhere, Trailblazers.
Ouais. Allez. Ah.
Welcome back, everyone! As mentioned at the start of the show in version 1.2, before the Trailblazers' decisive boss battle, they will need to pass through various delves. No surprise then? That 1.2 would unlock 2 new areas.
Oh, génial.
Alchemy
Des nouvelles
Commission
maps.
and Scale Gorge Waterscape.
Now, the Alchemy Commission, is that where the Xianzhou makes its medicines, or...?
Ooh, you got it. The Alchemy Commission
Logique.
is one of the 6 commissions of La
Alchimie, ouais,
And for no prize whatsoever, can anyone name all
les
6?
médocs, logique.
Let's see, the Alchemy Commission, the Divination Commission.
The Skyfaring Commission, the Artisanship Commission, the Cloud Knights. Oh, shoot, what was that other one?
Drum roll, please. The Realm Keeping Commission.
Oh, that's right, that's right.
The Alchemy Commission used to focus their efforts on the way of immortality, but these days, it's all about medical research and treating diseases.
Now, the
Ça a
Trailblazer
l'air
came
assez
face to
beau.
face with some Alchemy Commission
ça
folks in
donne vraiment des vibes de
exalting
Liyue, je
sanctum,
trouve.
but things seemed a
Liyue
little
dans
off.
Genshin.
I don't want to create more work for the editors, but I have a theory that the reason why that...
Adjacent to the Alchemy Commission lies Scale Gorge Waterscape, the realm of the videographer.
Ça, c'est magnifique, je trouve.
We've got a lot to get through. Oh, where was I? Oh, along with the Alchemy Commission and Scale Gorge Waterscape come new puzzles.
Oh, des puzzles.
Seems like Trailblazers will face a lot of new challenges on the road to the Ambrosial Arbor. I can't wait.
Oh, Owlbert, are you making Corey read off the teleprompter?
Puzzles aren't the only new challenges Trailblazers will be facing in these areas. There are monsters afoot. First up, a creature of indomitable size and destructive power.
Mais
the
pourquoi il a un
Malefic
shield,
Ape.
l'autre?
And next on the list, an entity rid of the burden of humanity
Oh.
that has remodeled
Elle
itself
est
in
très
the
belle.
way of immortality, the Ascended. And finally,
Yen Ching? Why would the General's aides attack a
Oh.
Cloud Knight lieutenant?
all will be revealed in the version 1.2 story.
Bah, du coup,
I
c'est que ce
think we
serait un
skipped an
boss, je
enemy,
pense.
Albert. You mentioned a boss lurking on the Xianzhou Law Fu. Care for a sneak peek?
Oh, how could I forget?
On va donc quel nouveau boss hebdo, je pense. Oh là là, pardon. Hein. Waouh. Je l'adore. Là, elle est pas contente, hein.
Hold on your hats, folks.
Elle est
It's
pas contente, la
Vantilia
madame.
the Undying, wielder of the power of both the destruction and the abundance. In her first phase, she summons abundance lotuses which restore her HP and reduce the player team's skill points.
Weakening her
ouf,
enemies
ça.
and strengthening herself in one fell swoop? Yikes.
That's why choosing the right moment to destroy those abundance lotuses is so important. Eliminating an abundance lotus recovers 3 skill points.
Well, you know, when
Ah,
you
pas
borrow
mal, ça.
something, you gotta give it back.
Now, in her second phase, Vantilia uses her destruction power to summon destruction lotuses. These
Ouais.
lotuses reduce ally max HP and when in bloom, deal damage to a single target.
So, should we just wait for them to stop blooming before we take them out?
No, I doubt the power of the destruction is as simple as that.
Oh, you're not wrong, Cheryl. When the lotuses aren't in bloom, their toughness doesn't receive damage. As such, Trailblazers should seize the moment when the flowers are open to break their weakness. And finally, in the third phase, Vantilia
Les
goes
deux.
golden. What terrible trick does she have
Elle
up her
utilise les deux, du
sleeve?
coup.
Oh, I'm afraid Trailblazers are gonna have to wait to find out.
Ouais, les
I'm
deux.
curious,
Ça a l'air
where
d'être les
did
deux.
Vantilia even come from? How come she can use the powers of the abundance and the destruction?
I hate to be that guy again, but all will be revealed in the version 1.2 story.
Is anyone here getting deja vu?
Hey, I can't go spelling all the beans. When the main story combat draws to a close, Vantilia the Undying will join the Echo of War and drop the advanced trace materials required for Blade, Kafka, and Luca.
Bah oui, évidemment.
Regret of Infinite Okama.
And a quick reminder, Trailblazers, Echo of War has a limited number of weekly rewards, so don't forget to plan ahead.
Also, in version 1.2, Stagnant Shadow, Shape of Celestial, is arriving, which drops the brand new character Ascension material, Ascendant Debris. This is also the Ascension material required for Blade.
Well, if I'm not mistaken, it's time to talk about version 1.2 events.
Ooh, I've been waiting for this segment. Let's start with Tales of the Fantastic. The crisis on the Xianzhou Laofu has subsided, and the feats of the Nameless can be heard on every street corner. Starskiff Haven storyteller, Mr. Cien, is interested in the Astral Express's tale, eager to work his storytelling magic.
Oh, yeah, the storyteller. I'm familiar with him. I wonder what he'll do with the Trailblazers story. His artistic license and collage editing bring all kinds of tales to life.
Well, that's Mr. Cien, all right. To spruce up the tale, he's given us a set of protagonist models.
Protagonist models? What's that?
I hear it's kind of a magical object invented by one of the scriptwriters at the Immersion Club. It industrializes the scriptwriting process. As long as you follow its guidance, you'll be able to captivate an audience with your storytelling. To unleash the full potential of the protagonist models, the Trailblazer must accompany Mr. Cien into the past and visit historical battle locations.
Okay.
Now, the name might be a little dull, but don't underestimate the protagonist models. Different combinations have different effects. Once the protagonist models have been properly refined, Legend of the Trailblazer can be a runaway hit.
Oh, this sounds like a fun event.
Well, there's more where that came from. The next event is called Underground Treasure.
Mais là, en mettant Kafka, n'importe quoi, en mettant Himeko et Erta ensemble, je pense qu'ils savent très bien ce qu'ils font par rapport à ce qu'on a pu voir au début, genre sur TikTok, avec les attaques de suivi là, des deux qui se suivent. Ça peut être très drôle.
The underworld appraiser, Bellaway the Miner's Lamp, is making a comeback.
They say that in Belobog's great mine, ancient ruins have been discovered where many rare treasures and relics are waiting to be identified. However, according to the senior treasure hunter Axe, there exists a space beneath the ruins where relics of even greater value may be found.
Je suppose que
The only thing is,
sera
the road
qui
to the
restera
ruin
après.
depths is filled with all kinds of danger.
Parce que pour l'instant, on a toujours
Treasure
un
hunters
event
must
par
steal
match qui
themselves
restait
and
après.
explore sealed areas in order to progress
Oh
deeper
génial, on
into
pourra
the
tester.
ruins.
I'm sure these
on pourra
sealed
tester les
areas
persos.
are full of hidden treasures, but there's always a catch.
Surprise and danger rolled into one. I'm sure Kafka would get a kick out of this.
Treasure hunters will need endurance, courage, and insight if they want to succeed. It's almost certain that the sealed areas will contain enemies, but supplementary items and keycards to other sealed areas are the secrets to progression.
This is a solo mission, right? It sounds like a tough challenge to take on alone.
Oh, they won't be alone. During exploration, treasure hunters can be sure to run into familiar faces.
Let's hope that we're happy to see them.
So do treasure hunters get any kind of special rewards?
Of course!
Des spécial
In the
rewards.
Underground Treasure Hunt event, aside from the usual Stellar Jade, treasure hunters can obtain the themed Where's the Rabbit chat box.
Isn't the rabbit in the chat box?
It's a treasure chest. What I'm trying to say is, the theme of the chat box is called Where's the Rabbit?
Okay. So the rabbit's in the treasure chest, right?
In version 1.2, the message and chat box functions will be enabled for the first time. Trailblazers can obtain and swap between chat boxes. And I'm not just talking about the friend chat screen. I'm talking about the game's character interaction chat boxes too.
Oh, I love the rabbit design. It seems like something Clara would like too.
So cute.
Yeah, so cute.
Do you think Svarog could have designed it for her? Maybe?
Interesting thought. Safe to say that chat boxes will continue to get updates. Trailblazers will be able to view and swap between those they already have, as well as view those they've yet to obtain.
Tu peux faire comme tu
On
veux.
to the next event. Where are you, Mystery Trotter?
This really is the version of missing creatures, isn't it?
The good news is, all of them can be found.
Ouais.
Regan of Bellabog has come across a new
Mais
scientific research
faites pas
gadget.
des events que à
Homemade
Bellabog.
sensor number 223. The device is able to detect mysterious coordinates that display abnormal readings.
I recognize that abnormal reading. Isn't that just a trotter?
Oh no, don't tell me that we have to fight it. I mean, sure, it's a little scary, but it's cute, right?
If I told you it
Aw.
dropped Stellar Jade, would that change how you feel, maybe?
Yeah, that thing's bacon.
Yeah. Sorry.
Oh.
You know what's tastier than bacon?
What?
Forgotten Hall updates! In version 1.2, the brand new memories of Cienjo, the Voyage of Novice's Trigger, will be arriving.
Yeah, now we're talking.
That's not all. After clearing
Okay.
the Forgotten Hall Memories of Cienjo Stage 1, Trailblazers can obtain the 4-star
Okay.
character Yukong.
Ok,
In
du
addition to
coup.
the Forgotten Hall, the simulated
Oof.
universe will also be receiving an update in the form of World 7.
Voilà.
And the brand new planar ornaments, Rutland Arena and Broken
Okay.
Keel, will be added to the World 7 immersion device.
Wow.
And the ride doesn't stop there either. In version
Okay.
1.2's planar Fisher event, Trailblazers that successfully challenge the simulated universe can obtain a set amount of double planar ornament rewards.
Okay.
Meanwhile, in the Alchemy Commission's Cavern of Corrosion,
Oula.
Trailblazers can obtain the brand new Cavern Relics, Longibus
Ça
Disciple,
augmente les
and
PV
Messenger
et la
Traversing
vitesse du
Hyperspace.
coup.
Nice.
And finally, in 1.2's Realm of the Strange event, players that
double.
successfully challenge the Cavern of Corrosion can obtain
Ah,
a
ça,
set
c'est
amount
bien.
of double Cavern Relic
En
rewards.
double, c'est bien.
And I think we're gonna pass out for a while. Over to you guys.
No problem, we got you, buddy, we got you. In version 1.2, the 2 companion missions, Letter from a Strange Woman and
Y'a
For I
pas
Have Touched the
Blade.
Sky will be arriving.
In a letter from a strange woman, the Trailblazer will receive a request from Kafka. As for how the Trailblazer should
Kafka
respond, I
herself.
only have one thing to say. When you have a chance to make a choice, make one that you know you won't regret.
All will be revealed
Dans
in
les faits,
version
c'est pas un mauvais
1.2's
conseil.
story.
Isn't he supposed to be passed out?
I think someone's playing sound bites. I should say a little something about the other companion mission. In For I Have Touched the Sky, an accident has
Donkey
occurred
Kong.
in Stargazer Navalia. When the Trailblazer investigates, they find a girl in trouble. Who could she be? And what secrets could Yukong be hiding?
Oh là là, je me demande qui ça pourrait être. Hein. Oh là 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 là.
Sound guy,
Je
a
pense
little
que,
early on that one.
en tout cas, c'est sûr, c'est
Before
pas
we
Yukong.
bring
Hein.
things back to a close here, let's talk about the ever popular reward events.
C'est quoi, hyper
Version
populaire?
1.2 will see the return of the Gift of Odyssey check-in event. During the
Ah,
event, as
dites-moi qu'on
long
va
as
avoir ça à
Trailblazers
chaque
log in
mage.
for 7 days, doesn't have to be consecutive. They can acquire 10 Star Rail special passes.
Yes, I love a chicken event. Yes,
That's exciting.
Event, il est on fire
Can I get
là.
Corey some water,
Il
please?
a pété un câble. Oh. Code. Je le mets dans le chat comme tout à l'heure. BPGA. GBDAK. K. Hop. Là. Hop, hop. Let's go. Tac.
It's time, and I'll say it again. Time flies when you're having fun.
Uh-huh.
Another special
Ouais.
program has come to an end. We talked about a
Ok.
lot of
Mais
1.2
par
features.
contre, en vrai, je trouve qu'il est passé
Guys,
hyper
got any
vite.
favorites?
Gotta be that boss fight for me. When the crew fought the Doomsday Beast and Cocolia, Welt was watching from the sidelines. This will be the first time we see him on the battlefield.
Ooh.
So watch your back, Fantilia.
I'm excited to see more of Blade. Heck, I recorded enough
Évidemment.
fighting efforts to lay down an album. We better get some fight scenes, come on. Not to mention, it seems like him and Danhung are finally about to meet. Something tells me they're not gonna settle things over a cup of tea.
Uh-oh.
Bah,
As for
logique.
me, it is all about Kafka. Although I
Bah,
am
oui,
curious
évidemment.
about the Tales of the Fantastic event, because this sounds like Trailblazers have plenty of room to get creative.
Seems like we're all a little biased here. but one
Totally.
thing is for sure, 1.2 is a version to look forward to. Albert here has done a good job keeping us in check today, you know, and there's still a lot of mystery out there for you Trailblazers to delve into.
Ouais.
You guys were a handful, all right. But hey, we made it out alive. That's it for Honkai Star Rail version
Okay.
1.2 special program, folks. Thanks again to all you Trailblazers for tuning in. And see you for the next one.
Bye,
So long,
guys.
bye-bye, cheerio.
Il y a un teaser derrière ou pas?
Blade are expected to appear at the upcoming Cosmic Refreshment Supplies event, which poses a high risk of destruction. We urge the public to remain vigilant. We will announce the whereabouts of the outlaws in due time.
Ok. Ouais, le teasing, le machin à la fin, je sais pas, je suis pas très sûr. Mais bon, du coup, sur ce, merci à vous YouTube d'avoir regardé cette vidéo jusqu'au bout. N'hésitez pas à venir me suivre sur mes réseaux, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok et du coup à venir également sur Twitch, les liens seront en description. Et puis sur ce, bye.